Hi students, well, now let's execute the programs, whatever I explained the type conversions in the notepad. So first of all, you need to open the notepad++, or you can also open the, if you're having the editor plus, you can open it, run as an administrator. Okay, so now try to execute the programs here. So this is a program in the folder, G folder, AllAboutCSIT Java programs. In the programs folder, I had saved it as a sample.java. So first of all, try to save the program in the exact location. Okay. So now class sample public static void main string aux. I'll explain what exactly this public static void main in the later sessions whenever we start the exact Java programming language. So now byte. First of all, I'm writing byte a equal to 200 and int b equal to a system dot out dot print ln. Okay, print ln of b. So first of all, tell me, is my program execute correctly? No, it will shows errors. Why it shows errors? Okay, because the byte it's having, it is an 8-bit. But here I had the byte is out of range. So it is out of range. So let's write 20. Okay. So next question. Is this syntax is correct? So byte can be stored in the int. Yes. Is it possible? Why? Because it comes under the 19 conversions. Those 19 conversions or system itself can done implicitly. The user is not supposed to do any type conversions here. So byte is a small range and the int is a large range. So small space value can be occupied. Small space can occupied in the large space. So large space can accommodate the small thing, right? So it is correct only. Now try to execute the program. If you want to execute the program, open the command prompt, click run as an administrator. Okay, so run as an administrator. So here in the G folder, cd space AllAboutCSIT is my folder name. Okay, and cd space Java, it's a folder name, and the cd space programs where I'm saving my programs. Now compile the program. First compile the program, sample Java C sample.java. So whenever I compile the class file name or whatever the class that are present in the single class in the program, all the classes are compiled. But at present, I'm having only one class in my program. So compilation is over, no errors. Now try to execute it. Java sample dot not just Java sample. So see, the value is 20. Suppose if I write here 200. Now try to execute it. Let's see what happened. So first compile. It's showing error. Why it is showing error? Incompatible type, possible lossy conversions from int to byte. So here the value of byte is more and it is error will be occurred. Okay. Okay. Now let's try to execute another type of program. Let-int. Let's take a is equal to 5. Okay. And I'm taking byte. B is equal to A. I'm assigning the integer value to byte. Is it possible? Is integer can assign to byte? Okay, it can assign, but it cannot done by system implicitly. It not comes under the 19 conversions. It comes under the 23 conversions. So in the 23 conversion, the user has to done explicitly by doing the typecasting. First of all, see what will be the error is. Let's try to execute it. Clear screen. Okay. So Java C sample.java error. What is error? Incompatible types. So into 2 byte, there is an incompatible type is there. So what I have to do now? So I want to store the integer value into the byte. So what I have to do? Try to convert A as a byte. How I can convert? Let's see here. So byte B is equal to, within the brackets, take byte. Means you are trying to convert the integer value, whatever A is there, into byte. So now a byte value can be copied into the byte value. So this is done by whom? The user. You are the programmer. You have done explicitly. Okay. So now try to save the program and compile it. Yes, program compiled. Now execute. Yes, the value 5 you got. Okay. So now let's take the another program. This time I'm taking as a float. A is equal to, let me take 4.6 f. Try to write f to indicate it's a float value, and int b is equal to a. So here what I am doing, I am assigning the float value to int. So is it possible to assign float value to int? It's possible, but the system cannot done this work implicitly. The user has to do the typecasting, because float is a large and the int is a small. So the large space cannot be occupied into the small area, right? So here the typecasting is required. Here the typecasting is required. How you are going to typecasting? So let's convert the a value, whatever the float, into int. So within the brackets, write int. Int, I'm converting a float value into integer. So now what will be the output? Is it 4.6? No, it won't get the 4.6. Why? Because this is an integer value. Integer value doesn't have any decimals. So only 4 has to be printed. So now save it and try to check the program. Compile it. Okay. Execute. See, only the decimal value, means only the integer value you got. So it skips the decimal point. So whatever 6 is there, 0.6, that is removed, only truncated, only 4 is going to be printed. Okay, so now let's take this time Boolean. So I already said Boolean values cannot convert. It cannot convert to other types, and other types cannot be converted into Boolean. So first let's take Boolean a equal to true. Okay, and I'm taking int b is equal to a. Okay, so now you will get a is it possible? No, it is not possible. So I already said Booleans cannot convert. So it comes under the 14 conversions, whatever at 14 conversions that are not conversions are not possible. So Boolean comes under one that. Okay, so then what I have to do? What I have to do? So even though you do the typecasting also, you'll get error. So first let me execute this and check what will be the error here. Open the command prompt. So see here, Boolean cannot be converted to int. Okay, it is saying that implicitly the system is cannot doing. So let's try it explicitly. Means do the typecasting. So Boolean is converted into int. So now check. I'm doing the typecasting, and now again I'm trying to execute the program. Say same error. So Boolean cannot be converted into int. So this is not possible. So when you're trying to do the conversions for the Boolean, don't try to do the conversions. Okay, this is not possible. So these are the different types of the conversions, right? So I hope you'll get what exactly the type conversions is. So let me take simple examples. So let's try to tell what is the error is there or not. You just rule out of yourself. A is equal to 65. Okay, I'm assigning. And here I'm writing char, capital letter char. B is equal to A. Okay, and system dot out dot print ln. Okay, and the B. Did you get the output for this? No, you will not get the output. Why? Because the C here, whatever you mentioned, it is a capital letter. See, all the data types, whatever I said, the keywords should all or the small letters only. It should be all small letters only. So that's why its color is also black look like. So you have to keep C like this. Okay, and suppose B is equal to like the byte B is 65, and I'm taking int B is equal to int of A. So is it possible? Can I convert the byte to the int? Is it possible? So whatever the byte is there, so I'm converting into int. Okay, try to execute it. Okay, so I'm doing typecasting. So whatever the byte is there, so byte cannot convert it into the byte. So you can also directly you can assign. So byte is a small value. Directly you can assign. A is stored in the B. Anyhow, it will be assigned. Implicit convert means the system can accept implicit conversion only comes under 19 only. Even though it comes under 19, you can do the typecasting also. There is no problem. Okay, you can do the typecasting also. See 65. Right? So now, so this is the way you have to be work out. Suppose let's take the character. So this time I'm taking the character. A is equal to capital C. Okay. So this character I'm assigning to the int. So is it possible? Yes, the character is a single character and single value. That character can stored in the int location. In memory location, it can be stored. So what will be the output? The output is whatever the C value, that is the ASCII value, it is going to be printed. I think 65 will be printed. Sorry, 67. So capital A is 65. So capital C is a 67. So you will get the 67. So these are the type conversions. The only thing that you have to be remember that, so there are total 19 conversions or there that system can do implicitly, and the remaining 23 conversions that the user has to do. Means the largest to small you want to be means you want to store the float value into the int, try to do the typecasting. So convert it into int and try to work it, do it the type conversions. Okay, so still if you're facing any doubts, please let me know. I will work out with more examples. Thank you.